All right, listen up. This is a Code Ninja Security Advisory. We are tracking CVE 2026-27692. No time to waste, let's get straight to the intel.
I need your full attention. This is an urgent alert. We have confirmed a high-severity flaw in the iccDEV library. If your software handles color management in any way, you need to listen closely.
All right, Phase 1, the zero-day alert. The objective here is simple. Give you immediate, actionable intelligence so you can secure your perimeter right now.
So what exactly is iccDEV? Well, you can think of it as a core component, a foundational set of libraries from the International Color Consortium. It's what lets applications handle color profiles correctly. We're talking digital printing, photography, media production. It's baked into pretty much everything where color accuracy is a must. And that's exactly why this vulnerability is so critical.
Okay, let's break down the threat intelligence. The identifier is CVE-2026-27692. It's rated high severity with a CVSS 3.1 score of 7.1. But here's the part you really need to focus on: the affected versions. Anything up to and including version 2.3.1.4 is vulnerable. Let me be clear, if you're running any of those versions, you are exposed. Okay, that brings us to Phase 2. Before we go deeper, we need to establish a secure comms link. This isn't just a request, it's a necessary protocol. Execute the following steps now.
Step 1 is to subscribe to CyberTech79. Think of this as establishing your secure comms link for real-time intelligence on this threat and future ones. It's a security necessity.
Step 2, I need you to like this advisory. This isn't for vanity. It serves as your formal acknowledgement of receipt, your ACK, that you have this critical intel. And Step 3, report your status in the comments. Are you patched or vulnerable? A simple one-word answer is all we need. This helps us and the entire community gauge the blast radius in real time. It's a census. All right, comms link established. Now for the deep dive. Let's analyze the blast radius, define the impact, and pinpoint exactly who is most at risk. So what are we dealing with technically? It's a heap-buffer-overflow, a classic critical memory safety issue. Here's how it works. An attacker crafts a malicious ICC color profile. When a vulnerable application tries to parse a specific XML tag in that profile, an off-by-one error triggers. This causes a function to read past its designated buffer straight into adjacent memory. And that is the core of the threat. Exploiting this flaw leads to two major consequences. First, the primary impact: denial of service. An attacker feeds your application a malicious ICC profile and boom, it crashes. Imagine a critical media production pipeline just grinding to a halt. But the potential impact is even worse: a confidentiality breach. That out-of-bounds read I mentioned, it could expose sensitive data that just happens to be sitting in adjacent memory locations. Not good.
So who's in the line of fire? Basically, any industry that relies heavily on these color management workflows. We're talking digital printing shops, professional photographers, big media production houses, companies that build graphic design suites, and even the folks making color calibration tools. The bottom line is, if your software touches ICC profiles, you are at risk.
Okay, you understand the threat. Now let's move to the most critical part of this entire advisory: the patch protocol. These are your immediate remediation steps. Pay close attention. And let's be absolutely clear on this. I'm quoting directly from the vendor advisory here. No known workarounds are available. You can't configure your way out of this one. Patching is the only viable solution to neutralize this threat.
Here is your 3-step protocol. 1. Apply the critical patch. Update your iccDEV library immediately to a version that contains the fix. This is your top priority. 2. Verify the commit. The official fix is in the specific commit hash you see on screen. Don't just trust, verify. This is your proof of remediation. And 3. If for some reason there's a delay in patching, you must harden your systems. That means implementing strict input validation and, if possible, running all ICC processing in sandboxed environments.
Finally, a word on why we're doing this publicly. This is about disclosure ethics. We practice coordinated vulnerability disclosure because you, the user, have a right to know about these risks to protect your systems. Public disclosure forces fixes and protects the entire perimeter. It's our code.
And this timeline demonstrates a professional coordinated process. The CVE ID was reserved by GitHub on February 23rd. Just 2 days later, the record was published with that high-severity score. And by the 26th, the National Vulnerability Database had published its initial analysis. This is what responsible disclosure looks like in action.
That concludes this advisory. Your orders are clear. Patch your systems, verify your sources, stay secure.